Good afternoon and good evening. Welcome back to Mistress of the Geese Tarot. I'm your goddess Alicia. Welcome in to my A1 Day Ones. Thank you for your continued support, your generosity, your bookings, your donations, your presence. Where would I be without you? For the newbies, come on in, join the chat. Keep the peace. Keep it cute. We can agree to disagree and still remain humane. If this is not your vibe, simply fly away and find another platform. For those who resonate with this energy, welcome in, beloveds. Welcome in. Our God is an awesome God. Deliverer from the rain, from the storm, from the heartbreak, from the pain, from the loss, from the grief, from the confusion. Today is a message of that deliverance, of that divine movement, of that powerful force pushing you into the next. Hello, beloved. What's up, Tiffany Smith Williams? Hey, Queen. God is an awesome God. Unconditional love, patience, Father, Mother, Creator of the universe, all above and below. For you, for me, inside and outside. He is our stronghold, our fortress, our love, our divine guidance, our powerful presence to help us navigate through this chaotic and destructive life, this earth, this planet, this giant classroom. We're here to learn, to release, to elevate, to transform, and to leave a footprint in the sand for the next generation. Something positive, uplifting, and holy. So if you are in the collective vibe, if you are striving to become your higher self, if you are searching and seeking for a soft place to land, today you find that in this message of guidance. So tap in. Whether you're coming in or going out, hit that like button. I'm hoping that those who are new are inspired to subscribe after the video. That this is a place, a home, a platform where you can go to find good guidance, well advice, non-judgmental energy, a place to speak, to be free, to be real, to be human. We've all walked this life, and many of us lifetimes before, in this flesh, in this body, so fragile, so fragile. But the soul that is within this body is stronger than you know. It's mighty. It's healing. It gives you ancient wisdom and guidance beyond the words that we've been programmed to believe, the script that was given to us on the day we were conceived. Even before we came out the womb, life was already set up for exactly how those around us that raised us, connected with us, expected us to be. To conform, to want to belong, to be needy and greedy and envious and jealous, to compete with our own bloodline, our own children at times. If you've been that black sheep, that lost child, that bully, that unseen, unheard, stuffed in the corner, to be a tool of use as opposed to a heart that feels, then I feel you. For I too experienced that growing up. But without those harsh lessons, without that pressure, without that stress, how would we form diamonds? For a true diamond is born with unimaginable pressure. There is no strength without any stress. There is no real living without experiencing both sides of life, the good and the bad. We are duality, able to live and exist in the light and the darkness, simultaneously balanced in between. It's called mediumship. It's called a mediumship. Someone who can balance their light and their dark and make it work for them. Take the lessons, the pain, the grief, the loss, the anger, the bitterness, the regret, and hone in on how it is useful in your future. It's not for us to forget. Although we are told to forgive, that is for the self, to heal your heart, to open your mind to better possibilities, new opportunities, new beginnings. Normally, we cling to things for too long. Not sure if we should let it go, if we should release it, if it's really meant for us, if they're the one or they're not. Do I belong there or do I not? Should I go there? Should I take that job? Should I accept that invitation? Should I become part of that coven? Should I continue seeking information outside of myself? But God has placed you on this planet to be a leader, a chain breaker, a motivation, a guide, a counselor, a friend, to be open to receive information without needing to know when it will come, how it will come, and where it's coming from, but to truly understand that the knowing is something that is provided in due time, in due season. It's not something you seek, something you research, something you create. It's not something that needs to be validated. It cares none about judgment, for it's absolute. It is the truth. In all dimensions, it is the truth. Legacies have stood on it. Kingdoms, queendoms, cultures, generations have stood on that for millions of years. The truth offers you balance. And often that truth is not easy to hear. Many of us who are caught up in the need to be validated by others, to be proven worthy, to have our gifts validated, whether or not they're really gifts, are we really gifted, am I really chosen? We are anointed in the blood, in the DNA, in the makeup. A true spiritual inheritance is in your blood of blood, your bone of bone, the DNA that flows throughout your veins. You need not to be validated, to be initiated, to be chosen, to be acknowledged, or to be uplifted by anyone outside the self. You are your first validation. You are your biggest cheerleader, your best friend, your confidant. The secrets you hold within you are kept exactly that way. You can trust they will never escape. They will never be used against you. When you trust in thyself and you know the path that you need to take, because you are open to receiving the wisdom, the knowledge, the magic, free of ego, free of the old self that wants to conform, be validated, belong, be needed, be seen, be loved, be assisted. This is a road less traveled. For many are called, few are chosen, because a lot, excuse me, a lot of people will fall by the wayside when it becomes too tough, uncomfortable, too much of a burden. It distracts from life's pleasures, opportunities to be a part of something where there are more people that exist, where it's fun. We don't have to be the one in the room that speaks up or stands out or takes the lead or say that's wrong. You're wrong. That's hateful. That's evil. It's unnecessary. The gossip, the drama, the immaturity, the needless envy and jealousy, trying to be bigger than, better than anyone else. A spiritual calling is humble, it's meek, it's private. For the most part, it's something to be protected. It's a sanctuary, a place of rest, of connection. It's a gift, not to be given out freely to anyone to prove that it exists, but to be protected from those who deem to use it for ill deed. This world right now is in so much pain, so much chaos, so much unrest, so much warfare, especially in the spiritual community. There's so much competition for everyone to be the best, to get the most followers, the most fame, to make the most money, that even the spiritual community has gravitated away from a true calling. It's not self-serving. There's no win, no victory that comes in a trophy or a check. It's a robe, it's a cloak, it's an armor, it's a dress, it's a uniform, blessed and highly favored, where you become untouchable, unstoppable, unshakable in your faith, in your belief, that even when others say it's wrong, it's evil, it's toxic, it's hateful, and they troll and lie and steal and strategize, you know, the power is in the ability to stand alone and face it head on, knowing that God got your back. So many people hold on too long, stay too long, put up too long, and wait too long. So afraid that if they walk away from the past, maybe I left something or someone behind that I may need. When the road gets lonely and I get depressed and I feel unseen, unwanted, unloved, I can reach back in to what's comfortable and know they're always waiting for me. And many people lose sight of the journey because they sit down and rest and wait and hope and pray, and there's no real movement. There's no real movement, no spiritual movement. There's a lot of movement of thoughts, of feelings, but there's no action put into the work. Hoping that I'm just a good person, so God will bless me. That's not enough. Bad things happen to great people every day. And then there's that. So what makes the difference for those who are warriors, who are allowed to stand on the front line, who are highly protected, blessed with favor, able to leave the 9-to-5 plantation and grow a business or practice with the divine that's blessed and rewarded and gifted, for others to see the elevation in the process and say, wow, she did it, he did it, and they did it alone. Not a book witch, not someone who sits in Googles all day, not someone who makes up something that looks divine, looks great, knowing that those who are truly lost will not investigate anyway. This is a deliverance for someone who has been afraid to walk away from the past far enough for it to really be gone, afraid to really be alone, to be secluded, to be isolated, and still be happy, feel whole, find joy in those quiet moments. This is for someone that knows it's time for you to shut that door, close that book, end that chapter in your life, cut that cord, For someone who's been called for so long in so many ways and refused to answer the call because maybe that's not for me. Maybe I'm imagining it. Maybe it's an illusion of what I think or what I believe. All the excuses for not putting on that armor, not picking up that sword, not making that decision. Today, God says, you're worthy to be chosen. And what is it still that you're waiting for? A validation, a title, a status, fame, fortune, numbers, dollars, courage, confidence, assurance that it will work before you begin, afraid of failing, and haven't yet started. If that resonates with you at any point, this is your divine message. Change is on the way, and a change is about to come. We have attachment. We have attachments. So afraid to break away. Attached, codependent, needy, traumatized, staying with family, gathering with friends, reconnecting with exes, going to jobs every day that are unfulfilling, unhappy, unworthy of your energy, overworked and underpaid, unsure of what's coming, even in the next day. Poppy's working. You see here, she's holding a mask to attach to an image, to attach to judgment, to attach to how the world will see you, how they will speak about you, how they will ridicule you, stalk you, troll you, not believe in you, not want to support you. It's time to remove the mask. Take a real look in the mirror at what is there and have a talk with yourself. Where are we going? And why do we want to even be there? Do we truly feel it's a fit, or is it just popular at the moment? Is it being done to be part of something, or is it be done to move and no longer be a part of that something? 5 is the number of change. There are changes on the way. There are changes happening within you. But there's a man holding a coin. Man holding a coin. Is it about the money? Are we chasing money? Are we chasing security? Are we chasing stability? Are we so overworked in the 9 to 5, the human existence, that there's no room for spirit, for the divine, for true deliverance? Because change, and the man holding the coin, which is the King of Pentacles, removing the mask, being authentic, being real, being transparent, being honest, showing up, being accountable, being the ability to be seen, will unmask a lot of wealth. The King of Pentacles is a boss in their own right. Someone that does not subscribe to the 9 to 5, does what is needed to break away from that poverty mindset, that restriction, and move into a place of working with the divine, to call out your true spiritual inheritance that embodies more than enough to get you through this lifetime. But it's a belief system. If I leave that job, if I leave that family, if I leave that town, if I leave this connection, who will take care of me? Will I make it on my own? Be the love that you wish to receive. Those who refresh others will themselves be refreshed. Open arms, open arms. A heart that is healed, a heart that is balanced, a heart that glows, a heart that's full of positive energy for others to receive, a heart that shares, that understands that love has no value when it's not shared with another energy. If that love is hoarded, overly protected, blocked, it doesn't trust, it's full of hurt and pain and trauma, it has little value, it's heavy, it's burdened, it's weighted down, it's a gift no one wants to receive. But a heart that is healed, has pure intentions, that glows, is open to allow newness in, new energy in, to connect, to collaborate, to partner up, that shares itself unconditionally without the need to know what the reward is, what the benefit is, the longevity of it, that constantly questions it, and everyone that holds a heart of their own is a heart that is closed, sheltered, broken, and alone. Proverbs 11:25. Make time for work, rest, and play. We were filled with laughter and we sang for joy. Psalms 126:2. When we were children, for the world told us we were grown, and now we have responsibilities and bills and obligations and family and children and whatever it is. That childlike curiosity that just went out and played, discovered, connected with kids on the playground, strangers. We shared candy and laughs and toys and gifts. Weren't worried about if they would be there the next day because we didn't even know where we'd be the next day. It didn't depend on us. We were carried there, guided there, taken there. And it was a reward to receive all of that when we arrived. We're so happy to see a new little person on the playground, a new little friend, to see what they had to exchange, candies, toys. We shared openly. We didn't have it in our mindset about our things being stolen or taken. We knew that at the end of the day, when mama came to pick us up, that everything that belonged to us that mama bought, mama would get. We didn't have to worry about it. It wasn't the priority. The priority was to have some fun, to play, to get to meet someone. So we could have a story to tell when we got home. I met so-and-so, we did this. It was so much fun. And we went to bed, had sweet dreams, and woke up to a new day, expecting everything brand new. Yesterday was put away. It was a beautiful memory. We didn't hoard it. We didn't search for it. We didn't covet it or crave it. Because every new day was full of new experiences. And that was enough. That was living without controlling, without needing. We were just curious to find. See everything through the eyes of love. Love is patient and love is kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand in its own way. 1 Corinthians 13:4-5. Love was something we embodied in our hearts. All we knew was that mommy and daddy loved us and they provided for us. We had a home, we had food, we had a place to go, went to school. There were teachers we watched out for. But it used to be a village. Everything that went on the block, everyone knew about it. And there was always that one Bonita Buttrell that told your mama everything if you were doing wrong. Everybody looked out for everybody. Those days when we had block parties and barbecues and you could just get a plate, they didn't need to know you. You could just show up and trust that you wouldn't be poisoned or sickened or attacked spiritually, that people wouldn't gossip about you when you walked away because you didn't have money to pay. It was open. It was family. It was community. It was love. But now today, those events are gone. There's too much going on, too much violence, fear of children being snatched off the street, women being violated, their addictions, and there's poverty, and there's homelessness, and there's insecurities, and there's no community, no village, no family, no sharing, no love. If you even wave to a stranger these days, they look at you funny. Like, why are you saying hello? What's wrong with you? Oh, you must be new. You're not from around here. Because even kindness and generosity is no longer accepted or valued as real or honest without some kind of priority or agenda. That's where we are. And there's a whole spiritual community. And this exists within there as well. Competition. Oh, I did this first. Oh, they got that from me. Oh, those are my words. Oh, that was my student. Everyone wants to take ownership. When the truth shows up in the room, oh, then they want to own it. When it's real, it's authentic, when it's really gifted, when it's truly divine, everyone wants to say, that's mine. I want that. They don't deserve it. Why have they chosen? Why not me? And becomes a battle within the spiritual community where people go for help, for guidance, for mentorship, for faith, for belief. It's about money. I can't let them do that better than me because then they'll make all the money and they'll get all the clients. It's about money. It's no longer about a healing, an elevation, a transformation. So God wants to know what side of the fence you will stand on. Is it the side that needs validation and looking for accolade and is afraid to step out, to be ridiculed, to be stalked, to be talked about, to not be perfect or be enough? Or on the other side of the fence where God says, I protect you, I cover you, I provide for you. You have my favor, which is unmatched by any other dimension in the world. It's a place to rest, to be happy. It's truly a place of joy and content. But it's not for the weak. It's not for the meek. It's not for those who refuse to forget. Holding on with one foot in and one foot out just in case. Saving it for a rainy day. You know, that makeup sex. Answering that phone, that text, that communication. Running, hiding in seclusion. Not facing. Not growing, not standing up. Not taking a role or a place. Just waiting and praying and hoping and begging. God wants to know where the warriors are. God wants to know where his warriors are, where her warriors are. Those who are here to provide generational restoration. Move boldly into a golden future. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Seek the divine will in all you do. And the divine will show you the right path to take. Proverbs 3:5-6. A lot of people say, I'm lost, I'm confused, I can't find my way, I don't know my gifts, I can't find my path, I'm not sure. And there's a whole lot of complaining and whining and crying and wanting and needing. And there's not a lot of absolution, security, confidence, determination, self-guidance, self-awareness. A lot of people will fall back. They put themselves out there for a day or two, a week, a month maybe. They don't see the numbers growing, the fame coming in, the money flowing, and right away they pull back, bitter, angry, resentful that someone else is making it. Someone else is doing the work. But I don't want to do that much work. I want an easy peasy lemon squeezy because I'm lazy, expectant, spoiled. But to whom much is given, much is required. It's not waiting, hoping. It's not doing the minimal work and expecting major returns. It's not putting in less than and expecting God to pour it out. It's not living an adult body with a childlike mindset of, what was me? I can't. I won't. I'm not able to. I'm not sure. I don't know. For a child needs to be led. A child needs to be directed. A child needs to be nourished and fed. A child needs to understand, be taught, be disciplined. A child, unable and incapable of doing it on their own because they are a child and they have limitations. But as an adult, what is that limitation? And where's it coming from? How is it being placed in our lives? Who tells us that you are now grown but stay in a child's place? And that's okay. For an adult, a king, a queen, in their own right, a man or woman, a seed of the divine, doesn't need of those things. Not as much. Definitely not from this world, this human experience. Connecting to a higher power, true elevation is food enough, nourishment enough, a divine source where no other can replicate it, compare to it, equal it. There are those that want to stay stuck and call it spiritual attack, call it the world working against me, call it family trauma, sibling rivalry, call it those exes, those karmics, the man, the government, systems, and everything else they can come up with. When the fact is, they're the same people that won't look in the mirror, are afraid to look in the mirror, don't want to really see what they see. And the truth is they're afraid and fear. Fear is driving force for stuck energy. For stuck energy, fear is a driving force. Resistance is a result of fear and trauma, delays, blockages, setbacks, confusion, illusion, excuses, are trauma responses to, I don't feel worthy. I don't feel my own value. I don't see my own worth. I'm blocked by my own fear of moving, showing up, being bullied, being stalked, being trolled. Because let me let you know, it comes with this package. It comes with the package. For when God's people inhabit the earth and make a stance and take their rightful place, oh, the devil comes in to attack. The devil don't want no peace, joy, happiness, family bonds, unity? Absolutely not. So, of course, God's strongest, God's chosen, anointed, those that take the stand, take the forefront behind the mic on the platform to be seen and not just heard, to be judged, and they will. Oh, the devil will attack those in all ways, within all people, in all places. But what makes the difference is those attacks fail every time. They return to sender. They immediately fall by the wayside. For touch not my anointing is not just a metaphor that we love to throw out in the air. It's a belief system. It's a promise. And it's one we stand on. So we don't run from a battle, run from a fight, run from a harsh situation, a challenge, an obstacle. No, we run right into it. We run full force straight ahead. Because we have an army of gods, legions of ancestors and spirit guides and familiars constantly at our side day and nights, to and fro. We know that we do not stand alone. It may look that way to those outside, those in the unknown, in the dark place, in the shadow, who come to attack, only to be attacked. But we know we're not alone. We know we're covered, protected. We know our light bothers their demons. Why else would they come? Okay, see you soon. Have a good day. Why else would they come fight so hard? Why would they gather to attack? One individual. It takes so many to try to bring them down, hold them back, delay and block them. Why would so many come for one person? It should be an easy job. But it never is. Because God's work is never done. The protection never leaves. Once you have it, once you claim it, once you own it, it's yours for a lifetime. It's what keeps you moving and awakening and showing up and speaking and coaching and mentoring and healing and teaching and influencing. It's the juice, the juju, the power, the source. You can't find it on a shelf in the store, in another person. For if it doesn't belong to you, then it will never be yours. Good goddess of the moon. We got a moon goddess here. The moon goddess is Cancer energy, the mother, Taurus energy, the empress. She holds you in her womb. She was giving you life, giving you birth. And I don't mean your human mama. I don't mean your earthly mother. I mean the womb that cultivates you, grew you, transforms you, molded you, and returns you back to this plane to do her work, to procreate and continue her life on this earth, on this planet, to continue planting her seeds and cultivating her trees and her garden, growing her fruit and feeding her children to come, the next generation. It's a legacy. You're a part of a legacy, a royal bloodline full of feminine energy. Grandmothers, great-grandmothers, your mama, aunties, godmothers, sisters, cousins, a lot of feminine energy is around you. The feminine energy is the energy of healing, intuition, sensitivity. She is the empath, the Hyoki empath of the highest power. She rules the crowns, the womb, the heart, the mama energy, kindness, generosity, love, sharing, caring, forgiving, healing, releasing, breathing, hostilities. Hostilities. Yeah, challenges will come. Obstacles will come. There were times you will feel blocked and delayed and attacked and bullied and stalked and watched. There will be hostile people around you at all times, even when you don't know why they're there or why they constantly see you, attack you, especially coworkers on your job, especially coworkers. If you're an anointed, working 9 to 5, it'll never be happy. You will never thrive. It's not meant for you to be there. It's not where God protects. It's not where God's work is done. That's somebody else's business or legacy or agenda or idea for wealth for their family. It's not about you. It will never be. They will never let you get but so high. You're not there to rule, to take over, to win, or to fulfill your prophecy. And you want to know if you've constantly walked into jobs that were karmic and bosses and coworkers that judged you, hated you, tried to steal your work, claim your work, your ideas, bully you, talk about you. You're always outside the clique, trying to fit in, trying to understand. Then you know there's sure evidence of an anointing. By how you experience careers and jobs that are not spiritual. They're not divinely led. Where God did not tell you to rest there, to choose that, but in the desperate need to pay a bill, you took it. Knowing that it was already difficult, unmanageable from the beginning. But still we stay. We hold on, we cling. We delay our true blessings because we're afraid to move on. Will I find another job? Will I get another paycheck? How will I pay next month's bills? How will I get health care? How will I feed my family? Buy what I need. Put gas in my car. Pay my mortgage. And the divine says, while you're asking all those questions, who are you speaking to? Are you speaking to me? Have you called on me? Have you connected with me? Is your trust in me? Why do you go there when you know you don't belong there? When they don't want you there? When they don't value you there? And this is a job, family, friends, a relationship, whatever it is. God says, why are you lingering when I'm tearing you away? Bit by bit, piece by piece, every tower, every delay, every heartbreak, every pain, every abuse, every rejection, every neglect. Why are you still lingering near? Why are you still expecting to be called, invited, seen? And when you are not, why does it hurt? Why are you getting to your emotions? Why are you drowning in misery? Self-victimization. Why does it always have to be about you and not about me? And where I put you, where I'm placing you, where I'm taking you, where I'm guiding you, where I'm preparing for you. 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Afraid to let go, afraid to lose, afraid to be alone, afraid to not know, afraid to give up control. Fear is an absolute poison for spiritual elevation, for movement, for progress, for growth. Fear. But we've been taught to fear that which we don't know, that which we have not seen. But when do we learn to reteach ourselves, to re-inform ourselves, to reevaluate what we've been told, what we've been shown? When do we learn to become self-taught, self-guided, and stop blaming on what we were taught, what we were. How long does that last? Until the opportunities run out, until the doors close for good, until God says you're not ready, so I'm going to move on, until you finally realize that too much time has passed, you've not done enough, and there's absolutely no one around actually to blame, because we're not 12, we're not 15, we're not 20, 25 anymore. And God says, I've been waiting for so long. I've been telling you for so long. I've been showing you for so long where you don't belong, so that you can finally open the door to where you do, to what does, to what fits, who supports, who loves, to a true connection, a true family, a true community. But yet you hold on to a story, an illusion, a fantasy, a dream that was never yours, chosen by you and not gifted by God. Our God is awesome, keeper of secrets, deliverance from the rain, a healer of broken hearts, erases the pain, renews your strength. Guilt. Don't let guilt get in the way of your happiness. It was what it was, beloved, and now what it is. And it's time to use the moment that you to make a decision about what's next, because it's over, it's done, it's behind, it's the past. It's baggage that we choose to carry into every lifetime, refusing to put it down. What did Erykah Badu say? Bag lady, you gonna miss your bus carrying all them bags like that. God is trying to take you somewhere new, lead you to somewhere new, place you in a new direction. Home, community, city, state, country, location, relationship. But you're going to miss your bus carrying all them bags like that. Bags of trauma, bags of victimization, bags of pain, bags of anger, resentment, unforgiveness, bags of immaturity, confusion, masked as excuses. When we know better, we do better. But a lot of times we'll say we don't know better because we know we're not doing better, because it's a choice. Whether it's laziness, complacency, whether it's the ego, expectation, whatever it is. God says, I got no use for when you carry around that bag, and until you put it down or empty it out, pour it into the sea, give it to the goddess, to the mother, give it back to the earth. I can't transform it into everything that you need it to be, where you need to be, who you need to be with, what you need to be doing. Financial constraints. Yeah, poverty, lack, disbelief, greed, struggle, desperation, fear of not having it, not showing up when you need it, not knowing where it's going to come from, how much it's going to be, fear of minimalizing your lifestyle for just a moment to get more. I don't want to let go of this. I don't want to let go of that. This is my status. This is my street name. This is my street fame. This is what I want people to see. I don't want them to see me bleeding from the inside out. I don't want them to see the fear, the doubt, the confusion, the pain, the loneliness, the depression. So I'm going to put on this mask. It looks like it's everything that I ain't. And God says, The only one that can see behind the mask, beloved, is me. Nothing is hidden. Nothing is hidden from the divine. Not our thoughts, not even the things we don't say. Commit to a spirit of excellence. Whatever you do, do it well. Whatever you do it well. And that is Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10. God says, I don't want your comfortability. I don't want your minimal. I don't want your every now and then. I don't want your in between. I don't want just your rest. I don't want just your prayers and just your hope and just your faith. I want your work, the work of your hands, the deeds of your heart, the movement of your soul, and the intellect of your minds. I want you full body and able and ready. I don't want you to check a clock, count the hours, ration, portion, and do just enough so make it seem like you're in the doing, in the knowing. I need you to get up at the hours when the world is asleep and the veil is thin and the ancestors walk the earth to connect, to bring divine messages, divine connection. I want more than just your minimum. I want you to stop looking at what they do, how they do it, and saying if they can do that much, so little, and get that much, I'm going to do what they're doing. And they've been doing it for years. They've self-mastered it. They're working on their craft. They're practicing. They're engaging. They're investing wholly and completely. But people want to run out and begin and automatically see it takes off and it explodes. And it motivates me to keep going. Because the validation is the only motivation to keep going for many. If it's not there, cease and desist. Pull back. Maybe it's not the time. Maybe it's not for me. I'm just take a moment and rest because this is frustrating, overwhelming, confusing. And God said, what did you expect it to be? What did you expect it to be? You get a new job and they give you a work agenda and they put you to work. They have deadlines. They expect your best. They critique it. You get those monthly evaluations. That's how you get your raise, your promotion. That's how you have to prove, show and prove your value. You do it at the 9 to 5 because you want that paycheck, you want that money. When God says, when you don't see God dropping a check out the sky with a lot of numbers, when your numbers are not going up and your fame is not going up and they're not calling your name and not buying, that isn't where I want to show and prove then, because I'm not being validated for my work. God says I validate you every day when you wake up with life, breath, and movement, and possibilities, and a warm home. You have food to eat, a job to go to pay the bills. You have a car, gas money. You have children, family. I've given you responsibility. I've given you life every day. Is that not a blessing in itself that is unmatched? Unmatched. And it's alone. And it's the fact that we breathe every day. There are people that didn't wake up this morning. There are people that took their last breath yesterday who were not plagued by disease. Some were, but some were not. Mysterious deaths, they call it. Unexplainable, natural causes. They left children behind, family behind, good jobs, homes, careers, years of education, building, molding, creating legacies. Didn't know that yesterday was their last day. Walked out the house, car accidents, mishaps, taking the wrong medication, eating the wrong foods, toxicity, heartbreak. And we are here. If I'm here, you on the other side of this camera, breathing, speaking, seeing, moving, living. And yet, that's not enough. It doesn't call or spark the soul to want to do more to earn that tomorrow in itself. But we know we want to earn that paycheck. We'll meet that deadline. Want to earn that man or that woman by doing the most, putting out the most, and showing up the most, putting in that work to what feels good. Self-gratification, immediate gratification is what many seek. But that runs out quickly. Always another face, another booty, another wallet or pocket. There's always another opportunity that may look better, look more yummy, or talk sweeter, or reach harder, or do more to pull you in. And we're always available for that. But God says, where am I in your agenda? Where am I in your day? Where am I in your life? What is my legacy you're leaving behind? Are you here to restore the generations, or are you only worried about yours? Are you breaking chains, or only those in your family? Are you making sure to protect what's yours? Keep it indoors. Keep it unseen, unknown, hoarded. Are you really sharing, caring, giving, generous? Are you showing up? Are you showing out for God in a big way? Does everyone who knows you see the God in you? See the goddess in you? That's the first to walk in the room? Or do they know the one that gossips? The one that cries, complains? The one that seeks constant validation? The one that's needy, codependent, greedy, afraid, no confidence, no self-esteem? The runner, the hider, the liar, the cheater? Who shows up in the room for you before you enter it? What energy do you send out? What is your divine presence? And I know this is a trigger warning for a whole lot of individuals, because I feel it in the room. I feel it in the energy. God has touched me with an anointing. God has touched me with an anointing to be a truth teller, to be a speaker, to be an advisor, a mentor, a coach, to be a leader, to chase the dream that was given to me by God, not by family, not by friends, not by bosses. A divine blessing, a divine gift. And how I show up in that is only questioned and evaluated by God. Who matters? No one. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Who is that? Thank you, Keonia. Thank you, beloved. Thank you for that. So people, Alicia, you're on for 2 or 3 hours and you give so much, and they don't make no bookings, and people don't make no donations, and aren't you tired, aren't you sick, and they troll you and they block. Why you keep coming back? Why not? Will it be you? will it be them? If I don't show up and show out amidst the challenges and the obstacles and the hate and the envy and the jealousy and the competition, who is going to show up in my place? Who will earn my plate and my seat at God's table? Who will earn the protection and the favor that I receive? Who will continue to protect my children and my legacy and my family and what I'm growing, what I'm building? Who? If I allow all those energies to whisper in my ear, to place doubt in my ear every day, then I run in the corner. I stay alone, secluded. I call it healing and solitude necessary, with no end date, no resolve, no agenda. I go in hibernation alone, and a love that is not shared. A love that is not shared in its authenticity, its purity, its honesty, its commitment, its loyalty, its need to share itself has no value, carries no weight. It's not freeing, not elevating. It completes nothing and no one. It's not a source. It's not wanted, coveted, needed. And God has no place for it at his table. I've chosen to rise to every occasion, regardless of what the human mindset and its lower vibration has to say. That's what God wants of you. That's what God wants of you. Broken heart. Broken heart. That's where the seed of poison lives, in the brokenness of the heart. First of all, that's a metaphor. There's no such thing as a real broken heart. Otherwise, that's a severe heart attack. For heart breaking is a metaphor, an illusion, an excuse, a cover, a mask. God is saying your heart is not broken. It beats every day. It runs blood. It pumps it through your veins. It gives you life. It's sustaining you. What's broken? What's broken? What's torn apart? What's in pieces? The illusion of I need the world to see me as broken. I need the world to see me as someone that needs comfort and needs healing and needs favor and needs attention. That's all that is. Everyone in this world has their own issues, their own agenda, their own challenges, their own blockages, their own past, their own baggage. Nobody has time to be focusing on nobody else's when everybody else is trying to deal with their own. But there are so many people out there that say, what was me? What about me? Look at me, see me, heal me, call me, find me, reach for me, love me. As if that's not something that's self-guided. Self-esteem is esteem of yourself. Nobody don't give you that. That comes from within. It grows from within. It's God-given. You're born with it. I've seen babies, and one of my daughters was like this. My Barbie, even at 2 years old, dressing up in clothes and putting on heels and carrying a little pocketbook, looked in the mirror and smiled at herself. She knew she was beautiful and lovely and attractive. That little thing in the mirror, touching her face, fixing her hair, looking at her clothes, happy, joyful. A pretty little thing is what we called her and still do. But my father does. She knew it. She looked in the mirror and saw herself And herself said, you're beautiful. You're worthy of love, of comfort, of a family, being provided for and taken care of to grow in a positive environment, even at that early age. And because she knew it, believed it of herself, she received it. She commands it. She expects it. She's earned it. Because the energy she's seen herself is the same energy she gives to everyone else that stands beside her in that mirror. The love I have for my own image, I will share with anyone willing to stand by my side and see me the way I see me. But a broken heart, how long do we use that excuse for why it isn't done? It isn't completed. It isn't worthy. It isn't valued. It isn't seen. 10 years, 15, 20, 25. I know people as a definite who lay on their deathbed and take that same excuse to the grave. I couldn't live a good life, a fulfilling life. My marriage was horrible. I stayed on dead-end job. Because this one broke me. Mama broke me. Daddy broke me. Brother broke me. Sister broke me. Everyone is to blame. But the shame and guilt that they will carry to the other side. God don't want excuses. God has no room for excuses. Or God's gonna say, well, okay, since you didn't get it, since you didn't get the message, you're going back to do it over again. Because you're not learning. You're not invited, you're not open. You're hard, you're cold. You're weak. You're immature. You're not lost. You're not lost. You have eyes to see in every direction. You can follow a map. You know where to go. You know where the bathroom is, the kitchen is, the store is, the date is, the bar, the club, the job. You're not lost. Other than when it comes to your connection with me, then you seem lost and can't find your way. The map that you need is in here. The map that you need, you were born with. The connection, you were born with it. It came back in this lifetime with you. The Akashic records, it can be opened. The memories, the love. It's all. If the pain is in here, so is the love. But yet we choose to run towards the pain when we need an excuse for why we're not doing, why we're not moving. We don't want to pull to the love unless we want something for ourselves from that person. And God says, it's time to step up. Become your greatest self. Stop allowing the past to be an excuse, to be baggage, to be a noose, to be your best friend, to be a mask. It's time to say, I am no longer a child. I put away those childish things. I am now an adult, strong, confident, experienced, and ready for an adult life. Guided, protected, blessed, anointed by the Most High. I'll put away the past, the childhood needs, validation, judgment. I'll put it all away, for it has no place in this new life, this new beginning. And building this on grace and mercy, and not just hope and wishes. I hope for a new day. So I wake up and I got it. As simple as that. Believe in miracles. So I think it into existence. And there it is. As simple as that. I speak it, so it is, and so more to be. Bar none. Simple as that. A change of mindset, a change of communication, a change of what we say, the way we say it, how we say it, and who we say it to can make all the difference in your life. I speak it, so it is, and so more to be, bar none. I believe it, therefore I can achieve it in order to receive it, and so it is, bar none. And as simple as that. But that is a true belief, and not just a conversation. It's not just words you spit out and hope that they will manifest. It's an absolution. It's a trust. It's a foundation that is unshakable. And its roots, it's being rooted in the divine energy and the creator of your life as it is. You don't have to question it twice. You don't have to repeat it. Stop repeating yourself to people that heard you the first time. Stop showing up for people that showed you the first time, the second time, the third time that you are not worthy, you have no value in their lives. Stop pushing yourself in. Stop trying to be a part of, be accepted, be received in arenas where your name is not even on the list, the invitation. I just a closer walk with thee. That's a gospel song. Just a closer walk with thee. Help me, Jesus, if you please. That's a gospel song. I'm sorry if I forgot the words. I just heard so that's today's first channel song. You can YouTube it after reading. Just a closer walk with thee. That's a gospel song I grew up with. I ain't heard that in, oh my God, ages. But I'm hearing it now. Just a closer walk with thee. Help me, God, if you please. By your side, I wish to be. I don't know if that's the words, but that's what I'm hearing. Because all I want is just a closer walk with thee. Ashe. If you grew up in the church, then you know that song. Word for word. Love your journey. Love is the ruling energy of this entire reading. Be open to the idea of loving yourself. Love your journey. Whether it's full of obstacles, challenges, pain, grief, heartbreak, trauma, joy, happiness, financial stability, 2 husbands, 3 husbands, no husband, children, no children. Whether it's a home or an apartment, a bicycle or a car, a steak dinner or Burger King. Hey, enough. Love your journey because it's yours. It's designed for you for a reason because God knows what is needed. God knows what is desired. God offers discipline when needed, redirection when needed. He brings in those towers. He breaks down systems, families, connections. He pulls us away from jobs, places, hometowns, cities, situations. Divine protection is divine intervention for what we cannot see, what we fail to believe, what we refuse, where we refuse to be, to go, to do. Love your journey, whatever your journey is. It's not supposed to look like anybody else's. It's not supposed to look like anybody else's. Not your tarot channel, not your spiritual store, not your platform, your podcast, not your creations, your music, your books, your writings, not your art, not your children, not your home, your car, not your body, your frame. Your journey is not supposed to look like anyone else's, and it should not. You should not want it to. It should be something that you are proud of, that you are proud of. Your survival story, your accomplishments, your success, your victories, your hope, your faith, your actions, your movement, your guidance, your spiritual gifts, your anointing. Love your journey. It will love you back. It will love that you are there. Strive to keep you there, to give you whatever you need so you stay on it. Stay in it. It will love you back. Javi, can you take a break? You think you could take a break? Don't you dare. Feel what you feel. Yeah, somebody is repressing your emotions to save face. You have the right to feel what you feel. But remember that you always have a right to be happy as well. If you're angry, be angry. If you need to rage, go outside, get in the corner, go rage. If you want to cry, damn sure cry. Those are cleansing waters and release pain and stuck energy. If you want to go beat something, go to the gym and go hit a bag. If you want to be alone, if you want to watch a movie, sip some coffee, have some wine. If you don't want to talk to them, don't want to visit them, don't want to show up for them. I don't care who they are, how they're connected. If you don't want to be available, if you want to be in the room, if you want to be included, if you want to be part of something, then stop acting like you don't and expecting others to reach out for you when they don't even know what you need because you don't know it, because you won't reveal it. You won't walk in it. You got a right to be happy, healthy, and free. That's your divine right to live on your own free will, to make your own choices. It's not be a possession, an obsession of someone else who's stuck in some fancy illusion that you belong to them, with them, doing what they do. But God said, stop repressing your emotions to save your save face, because you're truly not hiding from who matters. Truly not hiding from who matters. God sees all, knows everything. Escape materialism. Shift your focus away from material gain and develop a healthy inner world. Yeah. So focused on the bag, on money, on stability, on growing, and not working on that heart, that blockage, that bitterness, that unforgiveness, that rage, that anger, that abandonment, that reject, that trauma, those delays, that immaturity, that lack of growth, lack of faith, that laziness, procrastination, the expectation. God says, give up worrying about money for just a moment and work on all of that really needs cleaning. It's clean up time. We're coming to the end of 2025. Hello, we got 6 weeks left of this year. 6 weeks before we step into a new year, calendar new year. Now we know that the actual new year doesn't begin until spring. It's sprung in March. Aries brings it in every year. Hello, the determiner, the one that kicks in the doors, means business. Hello, we know they bring in spring every year. But for those who follow this human calendar, 6 weeks left. For me, it ain't no 6 weeks because my new year don't begin in January. And then on January 1st, when the earth is frozen, it's winter stillness, and everything is cold, nothing is growing, the leaves have fallen, the skies is dark and cloudy. We turn the clock back to get extra rest. That ain't no new year. What's springing forth in that energy? Nothing. When the vegetation grows and the grass grows and the flowers come back, trees begin to get new leaves, everything blossoms, the birds, the bees, the butterflies come back, the squirrels, the birds, and the earth opens up and there's more daylight. Then that's spring. That's true spring. That's the true new year return. When fertility comes back to the planet, to the earth. But if you follow the human clock, you got 6 weeks to start cleaning out your house, your mindset, that heart, that bitterness. Obsession. Focusing too much on one situation, the need to take a step back. Are you angry about being fired or let go from that job or having to have to walk away because it was too much? Are you angry about a divorce, a separation ending? Are you obsessed with money? Are you overworked and still pushing forward and not really working on your self-care, not taking care of your self-care? There's someone who's too focused on meeting deadlines, showing up for others, being accountable, being seen, being recognized. Too focused on one situation. Whatever that situation is, only you will know. But it's time to step back and step out of it and step on into something that allows your mind to flow freely, not be so super focused on what happened, when it happened, who it happened with. Yeah. Denial, baby. Denial. Yeah. I'm gonna act like it don't exist. I'm gonna act like it don't bother me. I'm gonna act like it ain't real. I'm gonna act like I ain't stuck. I'm gonna act like it ain't my fault. I'm gonna act like there's nothing I can do. I'm gonna just keep waiting. Denial to accept a situation, unhealthy cycles or addictions. This is my self-care oracle deck. Get out of denial, get out of the energy of not trusting anyone to tell, to relate to speak to open up to. Opening up, you're being asked to open your heart to another, to let down your walls and trust that they want what's best for you. Your life will open up in wonderful ways once you decide to open it up. Once you decide to open your heart, to let in, to trust, to accept, to understand everything ain't permanent. Everything is not supposed to be permanent. I can't love them because what if they leave me? I can't share energy with them because what if they're not the one? What if it's too hard? What if I'm not ready? What if questions? Asking too much questions. There used to be a comedian. I can't think of his name. He used to sing that song asking. What he used to say? Asking so much questions. For real? I can't remember what it was. It was two guys. He was a comedian asking so many questions. I'm going to find it and post in my community. God says, why you spending all day trying to figure out what to ask? Wasting time not doing what you already know. Opening up. Opening your heart to another one. To let love in. Let joy in. To play. And be okay with walking away. A social media detox. We got a social media detox. No posting, no liking, just living. Don't let it take over your life. We know what that. Yeah, you're bored. Every time you're bored, you jump on social media. Can't prioritize anything else. No real agenda, no goals. No routine, no practice. Just watching time go by day. Somebody here, you're being guided to get a reading. Now, if not with me, with someone else that you trust, use divination to understand your desires and your path. So someone is being guided here to get a reading, get some guidance, some mentorship, some coaching, some advice, some direction. And this is the crystal ball. Funny, it looks just like mine. I don't know if you guys see my crystal ball right here. But it looks like that. Oh, it's heavy. It looks like that same crystal ball that she's holding. Self-exploration. Peel off the false persona and get to know yourself to find your truth. Again, a mask. Hiding behind the mask of what you want people to see. Not feeling, not trusting, not sharing, not opening up. I keep hearing seeking validation or promotion. Evidence that you're worthy or enough. But by who? From who? Is it someone worthy? Truly divine? A positive influence? A real guide? Or is it just social media? Strangers? Content that seems likable, manageable, but of no real value. Clear your energy, refuel your energy, and reclaim your power. An energy clearing. There are many ways to perform some energy clearing. If you would like to book an energy clearing session with me, I'm available. But energy clearing is a divination practice. It's a routine. Things must be included. Simple ways you can do it. You can take a long walk, breathing in the air, letting out the old energy, hugging the trees, Go standing by the water. You can also sit at home, the lights out, in deep meditation, light a white candle, some incense, some herbs. You can meditate. You can sit in silence and see nothing. Or you can pray. A great one for me is through dance and body movement, through sweating, heating up the body, releasing the energy through your pores. It's a detoxing. The movement, the vibration is a connection with the earth, with the universe, with the mother. It calls in spirits. If you sing, you can do it through your voice, through song, through humming, through rhythms, chants, instruments. A great instrument for energy clearing is bells, chimes, like a tambourine, or like these bells. You can make them yourself. It's not from a store. It doesn't take extra money and a whole lot of unnecessary fluff to truly connect. Cleansing work, goddess baths, healing showers, hanging some fresh eucalyptus in your shower, turning on the hot water, letting it steam up, letting that mint penetrate the room and get detoxing the mind, opening the pores. Goddess bath includes herbs, rose petals, flowers, calendula or calendula, rosemary, cloves, bay leaves, patchouli for my ladies, some fire energy. The scents, open up the senses. There are a lot of ways. If you have an altar, then I don't need to tell you, you already know what to do. See the beauty. Learn to find the beauty in everything. See the world for all its aspects. There's beauty to be found in everything and everyone. But if we see people through our pain and through our trauma, then we see no beauty in anything or anyone. For the first sight, the first feeling, the first vision of what beauty is in others is from the beauty that we see in ourselves, and realizing that if we can have it, anyone can have it. If I can embody it, anyone can embody it. Walking in the human flesh the same as I, there is no difference. If there's a thirst, God is always ready to feed, to nourish, to change. I hear people say, oh, some people ain't never going to change. It's impossible. Well, whose decision is that? Whose decision is that? If they do or if they don't, when they will or if they won't. Your home needs TLC. Somebody needs to do give your home some attention, redecorate, clean it, and sage it out. Hubby, will you get away from the door? You disturbing the peace. Hey, Granny, somebody your home needs some TLC, a deep cleaning, maybe furnish away your furniture, maybe buy new colors, patterns, decorate for the holidays, bring in some joy, some cheer. It don't even matter if you celebrate it. We need to get out of that mindset that whatever we do, it's what they say it is. No, whatever I do is what I say it is. I don't give a crap what you say it is. Or you're a spiritualist. You can't celebrate the holidays. Bitch, that's my house. Hello? I'm cooking this food. I'm opening my doors. I'm inviting love in. I'm sharing space. I'm putting positive energy out into the universe. You're going to tell me what day I can and cannot do that on? Because of what your calendar says? This what our family loves, my children love. Hello, and this is exactly what they're going to get. Me showing up. So, decorating for the holidays, bringing us some holiday cheer, listening to some holiday music, watching some holiday movies. They on replay, cartoons, Disney. Everybody's running holiday movies. Get back into that innocence, into that purity. Allow some love in your home. Light some sage, some incense, put in some fragrance. Buy yourself some flowers, adorn a table. Right now, get a poinsettia for holidays. Remember them red? We used to love poinsettias. Get some poinsettias for holidays. Place some flowers out for the ancestors. Light some candles. Pumpkin spice is great this time of year. It has cinnamon and clove and all the fragrances that the divine loves. You know, redecorate your bedroom where you sleep and spend a lot of time at rest, at peace, because the bedroom matters a lot. The color scheme, the environment. Declutter. You shouldn't be walking around over stuff to get in your bed to be comfortable. You shouldn't be so afraid to invite people over because of the mess. Get to work, my friend. You know what? I ain't said hi to one person online. And I've been on here a minute. Let's see. Yeah, Todd, they do. And if you don't, why the hell you here, boo? Fly to another platform where you belong. We don't need your funky energy or your low vibing vibe. And just like that, poof, you're gone. Kenta. Super High. Kenta, a.k.a. Super High. Copeland. Nicole. Hello, Titanium Gold. Jacinda Cohen. Kianya Palm. Ruby Rice. Big Saj in the house. Aaliyah, peace and love, guys. Beverly Davis. Damaris Dragon. Miss Lisa Ann Mason. Josh C. Chanel Diaz. Oh, thank you, Josh, so much for that beautiful comment. You are so beautiful. Your words are uplifting. Thank you, Josh. Subscribe and come back, my friend. Who else? Yvette Fior. Hey, Yvette. Yanina Davidovich. Hello, Yanina. Yanina, my daughter is Yamina. Y-A-M. Hello, Yanina. Is that Adine Rose? Adine Rose? Is that is that Pam Lance? Hello, Pam. Sandra Medlock. Marlon Jones. Hello, Marlon. Thank you. Gary Oliphant. Hey, Gary. Tiffany Smith Williams. And that's as far back as my phone will let me go. If I didn't shout you out, put your name in the chat and I'll shout you out. Thank you, beloveds. Thank you so much. Okay, at this time, it's the final call. If you would like a reading, this is the final call, 1818 for mini spiritual reading. This is spiritual. These are messages of spiritual guidance and what is to come or what is being asked of you. So this is the final call before I close the gate. 1818 for a reading. If you want a 1-card pull confirmation, yes or no, $4.44. Because I will be closing out unless I get a booking. What will I close out with? I don't look like Big Mama want to speak. So let's go to Big Mama. You became a natural born threat. Who asked for? Who not being invited this year? And who don't care to sit at their table? Who irritates demons? We got Hindu here. This may be what you practice or what you're interested in, or it may be in your background. Messages from Mama of confirmation. We got pressure. You pressure, baby. You pressure. They know it. That's why you ain't around. That's why you're not invited. That's why they can't see you coming. That's why they gossip and talk about you. That's why they troll you, gang stalk you, belittle you, fear you, because you pressure, baby. Don't you stop being pressure. Pressure makes diamonds, right? Diamond in the rough. You got that glow. What is that movie with Show Enough? With the glow at the end? Do you know what spiritual gifts you embody? I'm speaking to somebody that's a psychic. I'm speaking. And somebody wants you to shut up. Somebody wants you to shut up. Or God is saying you need to go more in silence. You need to sit more in silence, because there are downloads that you are trying to receive, that are trying to be put into you to open your psychic gifts up. But silence is required. So you need to spend more time sitting alone in a dark, cool room, maybe with a candlelight if necessary. No television, no phone, blocking out distractions. And this water elements, you've been asked to work with water. Like I said earlier, if you live by a body of water, go to the water. If you work under the new moon and full moon, you can do new moon and full moon water rituals to drink them, to wash in them, bathe them, to use them in your spell work or divination. Water elements. Now you could be heavy water. You have heavy water placements in your birth chart. Capricorn. Ooh, I said Capricorn. I meant to say Cancer. Pisces, Scorpio, heavy Pisces and Cancer. But you have a lot of water placements. Your moon, your Venus, your North Node, your Neptune. And your fourth house of family. And your Jupiter of manifestation. We got a missionary here being guided to give back to the world. A missionary gives their time, their energy, and their gifts to the world, to humankind, humanitarian work. A missionary. Back in the day, we call them evangelists. We call them deacons or deaconesses. We call them spiritual leaders. They were out in the community preaching and speaking and mentoring and coaching the youth. A missionary. someone travels the world to heal as a psychic, to do readings, to give predictions, an oracle, a prophet or prophetess. Someone that works in healthcare, you could work in healthcare already with the sick, with the dying, with the in other countries, in your community, a hospice or hospital, nursing homes, pediatric centers, old folk centers. You can volunteer your time. Get back during the season. Meals on Wheels, feeding the poor, giving out turkeys, coats, winter things. A lot of street work. God, I used to do a lot of that back in the day. A lot. Because God has got something better for you. The work you were doing, the work you were in, God's got something better. Got a mentor here. And either you are to become this mentor, or you're being advised to seek out a mentor to guide you in a new spiritual practice. But the gift of mentorship. So we have a mentor here, we have a psychic here, we have a missionary. Take what resonates. These are different divination practices for different energies in the room and outside the room looking in. Maybe you navigate with the Hindu gods and goddesses. Kali Ma is one of my favorites. It's not always blood, but they're always, this is about your tribe is on the way. They're getting you ready because your tribe is on the way. It's not always blood, but they're always real. Your tribe is coming in. God is trying to get you ready to meet your tribe, to become part of a community, a movement, a family, a connection, a support system. Especially whoever's going to be involved in missionary work, you will definitely have to be doing it with a tribe. Traveling with a group, a coven. I just heard Peru. So I don't know if you're from Peru or you would like to go there on a spiritual retreat in the jungle. We have Muslim. We have Muslim. Many of you may know, if you know me, I used to be of the Muslim faith. I was a Muslim. We have a healer here. We have a healer. You have to know which divination practice is calling you. We have a healer. We have the Muslim faith. This could be the faith that you practice, or you currently practicing, or in your bloodline. I know most people are not going to understand it, but I'm going to say it. Heavily tied to voodoo. Heavily tied to African to voodoo. That's many, mama. So you could be of Haitian descent as well. African diaspora. We got Native American roots here. We've got the Catholic Church here. But whatever you are, you're from a very royal bloodline. It doesn't matter who's right in the end. It does not matter who's right in the end. Forgiveness is final. Forgiveness is final. It don't even matter who's right in the end. You forgive, you move on, you break through, and keep it pushing. It don't even matter when it's over. That's all that matters, is that it's over and done and completed. Somebody has a need to always be right. God says, no, don't nobody care. In the end, that is not what's going to matter. I just saw the word bones. And if you know, mistress of the gates, healer, mistress of the gates, queen of bones. That is an occult practice, working in the afterlife with the dead, the undead, as a death doula or soul midwife. Working with bones, throwing of the bones. It's a hoodoo voodoo practice. Someone that's in your bloodline. It's a divination tool for reading, for prophesying, for answering. This came out. Every time I do it, comes out. Something about it was your father. Something about it was your father. That keeps coming out in the last couple of days. It was your father. You may or may not know what that means. If you're unsure, you could book a reading. I'm not going to do a whole entire message on that. I did that the other day. But if there's any individual that needs to know what that means, feel free to book a personal. For Black Friday, I'm having a major discount on that day and that day only, which is November 28th, a Friday. Half off for every one of my divination readings. A 1 hour session is the cost of a half an hour. A half an hour is cut in half. Email readings will be $13. Half hour readings will be $33. 1 hour readings will be $77. That's a major discount. It's only for Black Friday. So you book it on Friday. You will have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to receive that reading. But you must book it on Friday, Black Friday. This also came out. Your mother is watching over you. That's also a recurrent message. Something about it was your father and your mother is watching over you. That's for someone whose mother has passed on. Father may or may not be passed, may be here alive. It's also recurrent. We got addictions, denial, repression, act like, but I can do it in moderation. I can control it. Denial. Those addictions are causing you to not be able to connect with spirit. For spirit will not invest in a body full of toxicity. Addictions to substance, to people, to status, to fame, to an idea. Actively participate in your life. That came out as well. Actively participate in your life. Santeria. You could be of Hispanic or Latino heritage. It's a spiritual practice that incorporates, I believe it was Cubano with Catholicism. It came together. So for every Latino or Hispanic saint, it's matched by a Catholic saint as well. So if that's part of your background, confirmation. Most Santerias work out of a shop. So maybe you're being advised to pursue your own spiritual storefront or shop of your own. A Santeria, you could be guided to dress candles, create statues, They work heavily with oils, potions, heavy saints and statue and candle magic. You have disabled here. Now, I don't know if you are disabled or you've been guided to work with the disabled, children, adults, homeless, shut in, I was going to say, but it could be homeless as well. Those in wheelchairs that can't do their grocery shopping and you do it for them. Delivering meals on wheels because they can't get out. They're homebound. Going to a place like the, what is it, the retired military? What is their medical thing called? I can't even think of it. But to go to give a service to those who served, reading, talking to a pen pal. Yes, thank you, Patty Cakes. Thank you, Patty Cakes, the VA, the Veterans Administration, working with veterans who are disabled, reading, accompanying to doctor's appointments, to church, to religious ceremonies, something about the disabled, or you work with the disabled already. It's your, oh, this came out again. It's your sister or your brother behind the curtain, always watching, always stalking. You have a brother or a sister or both, and they together, but you are separate. But you got a brother or sister or a team that's watching from behind the curtain, wondering, trying to figure it out. I don't know if it's bad. I don't know if they have bad intentions or not. It just says they're hiding their true presence in the energy. Maybe they want you to know they're watching or thinking about you or missing you or something, but they're here. A brother or a sister, or brother and sister, if you have a dynamic duo and you're on the outside, a temporary season, whatever's going on right now is very temporary. Bones came out again, even though I put it back. That's telling me if you lost a loved one, they passed during the holidays, it's a heavy time for you. Temporary season. Shake it off. That passed over loved one don't need your grief and don't want your pain and don't want you constantly feeling the loss, the weight of it. They want your joy, your happiness, your life, your ability to move on, to honor them and celebrate their lives. They don't want your pain and your misery. They are much, hello. You're not honoring the dead by grieving, crying, screaming, hollering, feeling pain. That ain't honoring the dead at all. That's a self-serving energy where you want the attention for make it seem like you're doing something good for grieving a loss. They ain't a loss because the dead are never gone or far away, actually. Yeah, temporary season, let it go. Stop putting all the attention on you for someone that's already been blessed to leave this chaotic world that we're in. What did I say? Because God sees you, beloved, when you can't. When you cannot see yourself, God sees you. So when you think it's not being seen, you're wearing a mask, nobody don't know, can't nobody tell, God knows and sees it all. And he is acting accordingly. So whatever's going on in your life, if you don't like it, you don't love it, it's a direct reflection that God knows all and sees all and don't like it or love it either. And you need to change it and fix it. And stop waiting for God to show up and do it for you. I'm not talking there are no children on my platform. This is an adult-only platform. God says, I give you life and breath every day to do what you can with it. And still people sit around and wait for more. For God to show up with something else, something better, something greater. You've come too far. You have come too far to give up. Not going back. You're not going back. Stop trying, stop wishing, stop thinking, stop wondering. Ain't no confusion. You ain't going back. God says you don't come too far to give up now. That's another gospel song. Come too far from where I started from. If nobody told me that the road would be easy, and I don't believe you brought me this far to leave me. That's another gospel song. And he didn't bring you this far to leave you. But have you left? Have you walked away? Have you closed? Have you turned your eye? Turned your back? Because God ain't going to keep knocking on the door that won't ever open up. Y'all not going to stand there and keep knocking on a door that never opens up. Never invites them in. Want to constantly prepare their own table. God ain't going to keep doing that. He's not going to keep sending angels to do it either. God said, I'm knocked 3 times. If you don't let me in, I'm going to move on. There's plenty of others waiting for that presence. God says, while you're waiting, time is not. You're not getting no younger. Gratitude is the best attitude to invite blessings in your life. Be grateful for what you already have. Yeah, we could always want more. Everybody want more. We are greedy people, God knows. The world is showing us how great it could be and we want it. So we always want more. But it could be so much worse as well. So be grateful for the small wins, the small moves, the blessings, the provisions. Because there's a whole lot of people that ain't got none of that. And yet they still breathing. All right, beloved, it's the last card. I'm going to pull an angel number and let y'all go. Final word, mama. A final word, mama. These cards, they are like trying to fly out of my hand. You got crystals here. Somebody might need to wear crystals, put crystals around you, buy some crystals. If you're not aware of what crystals are best according to your birth chart, your makeup, your agenda, your zodiac, your chart, hello, you might want to find out because you're being guided to work with crystals. You're a light worker, and crystals bring light. Crystals are light. They are lights. They are portals. They're gateways. They're eyes. Crystals give vision, enlightenment, guidance, protection, awareness. Crystals are like angelic eyes of the soul. Knowing what crystal is best for you, not what you like, not what you looked up and saw what it could do, so you think you should wear it. That is not how you wear a crystal. You need to know your astrology, your makeup, your agenda, your birth chart. Every crystal that's beautiful, every crystal that protects is not for you. Jet, Jet, is the blackest protection crystal. Strongly powerful in its masculinity. Most women should not wear that. Most women should not wear black obsidian. If you're not, especially my Capricorns, where my goats. Black obsidian is our charge. So is turquoise, crystal quartz. Everybody should be, my water signs should invest in blue crystals, lapis, aquamarine, and there are other blue. Hello, you should, fire signs. Where's your tiger's eye? Your, what is that? Your citrine, fire crystals, garnets, rubies, fire crystals, and my air signs, heavy clear quartz, moonstone, selenites. I could do more, but I ain't. But you have to know what crystals are linked to your zodiac, and not only your zodiac, because many people don't even know that they're following the wrong zodiac in the first place. Many of us have a tropical zodiac chart and a Placidus zodiac chart, but don't even know which one they're supposed to be working with. Because tropical is the one that everybody knows. It's what's familiar, popular, sun, moon, rise. But the Placidus, your ruling planets, your ruling dimensions, is where your true Akashic zodiac sign is where your ancient magic is, in that realm. So those who are just walking plainly in life, sure, you can use your tropical. It's how the world wants to see you, how you want to see it. But my occult practitioners, my psychics, my mediums, my healers, hello, my oracles, my prophetess, Placidus is the way to go. Your ancient magic, your spiritual gifts from lifetimes ago, your Akashic records. Hello, when your soul was first reincarnated to the earth, it's not in your tropical. A lot of people don't have a Placidus, only have a tropical. What do you think that tells you? To stop chasing a dream that is not for you because everyone else is doing it. You need to be over there. That's my writers, my songstresses, my artists, those who make the tarot cards. That is the scribes. Hello, because you don't need what's needed on the other side. You don't need the afterlife information to do that. Those are worldly, humanistic desires. But you got to know, you got to study, you got to thirst, you got to want. You got to stop chasing, conforming, agreeing. Stop doing that. Everybody, even in the spiritual community, everybody's looking for a sucker with a paycheck. Trust. And there are some that, hello, beloved. There are those in this community that have aspired to master the art of manipulation. Oh, you want to be initiated? $30,000. People will sell a car and mortgage to go get initiated in the woods in Africa. And what they're initiating you is what they're telling you, because you don't even know your own bloodline. You just allow them to say what they see and believe in it. They'll be glad to take your check. Stop going to these spiritual retreats. They look fun and pleasurable, and they're not doing no real work. They're doing yoga, and they chanting, and they're walking in there. They ain't doing no real work. They're not in the mud. They're not in the dirt. Hello, yoga work is not trance work. There's no out-of-body experience. There's no separation of self from the spiritual body. Hello, they're not anointing you, dressing you, or cleansing you before you show up. We're not cleansing. We're not anointing. There's no ritual for that. We're just having breakfast, taking a shower, going out into the earth. That's not cleansing work. They're not calling. That's not opening up channels or portals to the spirit. We're doing that in a resort, you know, on a boat, on a beach, and because let me tell you, honey, breaking through that shadow and truly cracking yourself open and releasing your beast ain't pretty. It's not pretty. It's not comfortable. You don't pay $5,000 to go to Costa Rica with and go on a boat. No, that ain't how it happened. That's okay if you want to have a getaway, have some time, meet some new people, share space. That is not the meat of this assignment. I'm just saying, to each his own, but you keep wasting your money and giving it away to others who are collecting so that you can pay for their vacation wholly and pay for yours. Yeah, a lot of people doing these retreats is so they can travel. Everybody else is paying for them to travel. That's why it's 3 times the price. It ain't about you. It's not about you. They're living and funding a lifestyle. You can have an out-of-body experience and connect to spirit in your yard, in your backyard, with nobody there, for free. Stop giving away your gifts and your blessings to people who ain't trying to give you nothing back but a good time and fake connection. I'm going to just leave right there. I'm going to say thank you to everybody. If you have not tapped the like button in, please tap it on your way out. If you're not subscribed, go ahead. I don't know what you're waiting for. It's a whole vibe over here. I can guarantee you want to come back for more. For those who joined the Tribe Soul family, you know, our first annual live YouTube event for just us on November 25th. Go look at my community post. If you want to be in, you want to be included, you want to be in the movement, in the family, $3.99 a month. And you stepping right into your tribe. It'll be a closed event just for us. Eating pies, sipping wine, celebrating, raffles, giveaways, happy tears, releasing. We enter this year, November 25th, and the last one on December 23rd. There's a full moon. There's a full moon on December 4th, but there's also a new moon in Scorpio on November 20th. There's a full moon in Gemini on December 4th. It's the last full super moon of the year. It's your last time if you follow the calendar to release. The new moon on November 25th is Scorpio. Scorpio is the Green Reaper, the god of transformation, of death and rebirth. It don't get no deeper than that. You want to manifest a brand new beginning of abundance, a healing, a cleansing. You want to really open the road? You use Scorpio. Ain't nobody standing against the Reaper. Hello. We got angel number 1111, 1777, or 1177, and 1234. If you've been seeing these numbers up until today, 111 on the bottom, flip the bottom to destiny. Destiny is unfolding, and it's time with divine guidance to start all over from the beginning, as if you've never known anything before. God wants an empty vessel to fill it up. Your cup can't be half full, holding on to the past just in case you need it. Expect God to pour into that mess. God ain't gonna bless no mess until you release the trash. We got 1111 with initiation. 1111 initiation. God is calling you to step up and answer the call. 1717 self-reliance. Spoke about that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, persistence, forward movement, persistence, forward movement, which means don't you dare look back. Self-reliance, independence, self-exploration, self-esteem, self-confidence, intuition speaks for itself, discernment, clarity, wisdom, guidance. 000, a fool's card, brand new beginning, time to take a risk. Jump in the deep end because your destiny is unfolding with 111. So if you're not, we got 222. I'm going to take that for balance. Balance is needed. 911 for courage. I'm going to stop there because 911 shows up every day, if not every week. If you've been seeing 911, if you haven't been seeing these, you will be seeing them. And this is what they're guiding you to understand when you see them. 911 courage, hearing sirens, a call for courage, a call for action and movement. 222, balance and harmony. 000, guidance, take a leap of faith. 111, walking into your destiny, answer the call. 1111, use your intuition. Your gut won't steer you wrong. 1717, self-reliance. God says you lead the way and stop looking for someone else to hold your hand. Persistence. Are you ready? Are you ready-made? Are you forward tough? Are you forged in the fight? Are you a survivor? Are you a warrior? Are you ready? Destiny is unfolding. And if you don't want it, God gonna fold it up and give it away to somebody that do. So don't complain when you don't get what God been trying to give you. All right, beloveds. Hello, Sean Benz. Hello, Sean Benz. Thank you, beloved. Oh, thank you for your kind comment. Divinya in the house. Is that Rasanda Reed. Patty Cakes. XOXO. Love you, Umbro. What's up, Umbro? Where you been, bro? Welcome back. Nicole. Hello, Nicole. My best friend growing up was Nicole. I miss her so much. Life sent us in different directions. Mary Stallworth. Hello, Mary. Is that me or my? Am I? Hello, beloved. Louis Saints. Hello, Louis Saints. Oh, Louis. Is that Louis? Let me turn my brightness up because I can't. I'm like, why am I? Hello. Hello, Louis Saints. Mike Pataki. Oh, Mike, you a clown. Go back to the circus. Bye. Who else? And I believe I sell a titanium gold. Jacinda Cohen. I'm only calling the names of those I did not. I can't do everybody again. It's a lot. You're the truth. You're my MVP. Oh, thank you, Sean. That is so lovely. Thank you, beloved. All right, y'all. Now it's time I say goodbye to all my family. Making sure that we good. Everybody got what you needed. If you need any more from me, how to reach me is in the box below. Take advantage of the Black Friday discount. It's the last one of this year. It will not happen again in 2025. Everything is half off. Get what you need. Captain of your own shit. Because somebody's ancestors came through and definitely said that you need to get a reading. Whatever that's for, you know who you are. You've been sitting around wondering who to get with, when to get it, whether or not you should spend the money. But we invest in everything else except our spiritual connection. I'm going to just lay that right there. And then wonder why we lost in the sauce. Because we're investing in everything else. When it comes to our spiritual connection, our elevation, we pinching pennies. Well, God gonna keep doing that too. There it is. Anyway, thank you to everyone that shared time and space with me today on this beautiful Tuesday, represented by Cancer Moon. And Tuesday is not represented by Cancer. Monday is. Today is represented by Aries, the god of determination. So thank you for all who came, who stayed, who worked through the triggers and got what you needed anyway, because you're open to hearing divine guidance. And it's not always pleasurable, but it's elevating, life-changing. Take what resonates and leave the rest. I'll be back again tomorrow for Witchy Wednesday. Tomorrow is Witchy Wednesday. We pulling out the crystal ball. We're tapping in to energies you may have never experienced before. Tomorrow is Witchy Wednesday. Come on back through the door, mistress of the gates. I got you where I will take you. You surely want to go. I'm your goddess Alicia, signing off. Thank you, everyone. Tap the like, subscribe, share the channel, hype up my videos, you guys. I don't even know what it's for, but it's there. Hit it. I will see you all tomorrow, beloveds. As within, so without, as above, so below. Send you positive energy of Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe.